Hey, hey. Boy, this city is crazy. They have Constitution Avenue shut off all the way up to the Capitol. All the side roads from the avenue leading up to it. Traffic's insane. Independence Avenue, my goodness, they got all the roads blocked off to get to the National Mall, and you've got these tour buses that are just, ugh. So, this city's going to be crazy. Let's take a peeky. So, super quiet, supposed to be a motorcade coming in here, I think around 12:30 or 1:30, one of the two. When I was here Saturday filming and talking about the cameras, one of the new Secret Service young ladies stopped me actually afterwards and asked me a couple of questions. So, woo, good grief. I had to duck from that bird. Oh, Lord. But they're supposed to be holding something here later today, like a barbecue. And I think that's probably what we saw yesterday with the smoke, is that they're probably doing some pre-cooking out back. Because to me, the smoke appeared to be coming from the area that we were looking at, but that they had started setting up a bunch of stuff like over by the West Wing. Good morning.
How you doing? Do you maybe know?
So I got the sprinklers going. Oh yeah, look at that grass. I could get in that and roll around. Let me tell you, I would stay there all day. Margarita, yeah. It's so funny because a couple of weeks ago, or maybe even longer, you know me in time, that I was walking towards the south side, and as soon as I went by, they had the sprinklers on. As soon as I went by, I started laughing because I remembered the time last summer when the sprinklers came on around on the ellipse, and it got all the kids in the pit. It was hilarious, right? I was the only dry one there. So when I walked by the sprinkler like a month ago back there on my way back, I got shot with it. So that's karma. I was soaked, and there were a couple of Secret Service guys standing there. They were laughing. I was like, that's what I get for being so facetious. Oh, Lord. Hilarious. That day was, I couldn't help but laugh, and the parents were so mad at me for laughing. Kids were loving it. I just snorted. Kids were rolling around in it, loving it, and the parents were just so pissed because they were soaked. These sprinklers, they don't mess around. Oh, look how beautiful. Hold on for a second. I want to see something because somebody dropped a picture about the fountain. So let me just see if I can see if it is in the shape of a 17th letter or not. I don't know if I can tell from here. I will look. Unless it's within that flower. Oh, then let's go over here. Unless it's within the flower bed, I don't really. Maybe. Okay. Sheesh. I looked up how to get a tour. You got to go through all this crap. So I'm going to have, me and technology. I don't do well with it. So Jalen's going to help me get one set up. There are some, now, I'm not going to, but there is, I don't know if you can see it, like a stepping stone, a white stepping stone right there. I wonder if actually there is a little pathway of stepping stones just happen to be put in the right place to walk up to the fountain. I mean, you got to get to it to clean it, right? Can't just like trudge through the flowers. That'd be kind of rude. But I don't know if you can see that white cement block. And you know what? Would not put that past Daddy T. I'm telling you, I would not put it past him to do That's like major trolling right there. You know what though? I tell you what, when I get the tour, that's something I will get a good look at. I will get a really good look at. And unfortunately, I can't take my camera in. They don't allow videos, but I'll definitely take a lot of pictures like I did with the House of the Temple. Oh, okay. So it's going to be probably interesting here today. I came actually in 2020 when everybody was shut down at home. I threw Jalen in the metro, man. We came up here for 4th of July, and it was amazing. It was freaking amazing. We had the city to ourselves. There was hardly anybody in the whole city. Right? But we had to stand all the way back there on the other side of Lafayette Square because they had all the fences, okay? And the fences were just covered in George Floyd stuff still at the time. I mean, just everywhere. So you had to like peek through the posters and the fences. Gosh, when I first started, my camera, remember I had to hold my camera like in between posters and in between the little holes of the fences and just so. And oh my gosh, the memories are starting to just like kill me the past couple days. But we stood out there and it was so amazing because we saw the parachuters come in. They came floating in and they landed on top of the freaking White House. And it was the most amazing, like, ever. And the air show, oh my goodness, talk about this girl being in heaven. I mean, it was all of those badass militaries, like, I mean, fighter bomb things and old stuff and new stuff. And, oh, we sat right over on 17th Street. I waited for that day months to take my Q oath. I waited and I was counting those days down. And I took my Q oath over there on the 4th of July when those things were flying over. Yes, I did. I sure as heck did. So, you know, I got a family thing today, so I'm going to go hang out with my family. I'm not going to be here for all of that, but that day it was amazing. We had the whole city to ourselves. It was incredible. And the fireworks were amazing, so I do recommend everybody try to do it once in their lifetime if possible. It's pretty freaking cool. So, all right, well, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave my car parked where it's at because there's no parking anywhere. I'm going to walk around to the south side because I'm just curious to see what they've done back there and what kind of decorations they put up. So, yeah. One thing I noticed that was really strange, I'll walk for a second and tell you this, but one thing I noticed was really strange was I went over by the Pretty Moon Courthouse, right? And remember the day that Sussman came out? I caught this like guy who was working a camera, one of the journalist cameras, like those big setups. But he was going into his car, which was like a cop car. I mean, it had like light bars and everything on it. So he obviously was a little bit more than a journalist. So I got a bunch of pics of him that day. I was like, this is a little weird. Well, he's over there now working the camera for some guy. Same cop car. Just, I don't know. That's pretty interesting. I've seen some very bizarre things with the camera setups being taken to and from different places in the black, like, SUVs, you know, the government ones. So, and I did meet the one guy over there that was willing to talk to me a little bit. He was subcontracting. And he had NBC equipment. And he told me he wished he could tell me stuff. But he had signed an NDA, and he stuck to that, and I respected him for that. So, but he's over there today, which I thought was interesting. So, okay, I'm going to shut down. I'll walk to the south side, and I will see you guys soon.